Very nice thing to do to take that Plotinus thing. It's an absolutely magnificent piece of work. I've never talked about it before. It's a very nice opportunity to make me reflect on it.
Another question? That intelligible perception of being.
Yeah.
If I were to have that, that would be my own good, the one perception of being, my own.
When you say your own, no. It is not something you can possess. It's something you participate in. Yeah, it's a participation model. Okay. It has an independent existence. You participate in it. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I could put, how do you think then the cycle can be broken into the 21st century? That indeed the curve has a flaw. And that there is the mind, there is nothing beyond the mind, certainly. But that invention of the intellect can be the words can be reinvented, put forth, so as to make the consciousness win.
There is more work today being done in the philosophy and in the scholarly world on Neoplatonic thought, as they call it, than there ever has been. Ever has been. There are now institutes, there are conferences, new books are being published that could never have been published 25 years ago. There's a magnificent commentary of Plato's Parmenides done by Proclus that's just been translated. There's a whole new development in philosophy called philosophical counseling, and they're bringing and studying the processes of meditation in philosophy for the first time in a Platonic world. This is unheard of. 25, 30 years ago, I can assure you I was there at the time. Please.
Are the Platonic archetypes, as they're referred to, like the ideas which Socrates speaks of as being those realities that have to be participated with for anything to have some of the reality of these qualities, are they included under that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Beauty itself, justice itself, yes. Yeah. There's a way of seeing how they necessarily interrelate in such a way that you can then use that as a bridge to understand that this experience would necessarily have that luminosity quality to it. There's a way of arguing and bringing a person through it. I don't know that we have time, but it's quite possible to do that. That is to say, it is possible to talk about an experience of beauty itself, to show its kinship with the idea of justice in the Republic. It's quite natural in the Platonic world to show that the idea of justice itself depends upon bringing together a oneness in oneself, which is the precondition for a vision. It's a natural product of that to see how that fits into a dialectical development and training of the mind for vision. Yeah, that's Republic.
So then, I missed the very beginning, but I've encountered some of these Sanskrit terms before. It was clear the Alaya Vijnana.
Yeah.
That's the totality of mind.
That is all that is seed-like, perfect, that then unfolds through our experience using the mind in the way in which we do. Therefore, that's all that really is. That becomes mind only.
So,
Pure idealism. Yes, pardon?
This Paravriti, the turning around.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That,
Is self-perception of the mind, or?
yes, yes, yes. There's a turning about upon itself. Yeah, parvati, and that's the metanoia in Greek, and that plays that turning. See, noia, nous, that's nous, the highest aspect of the mind, of the intellect. Meta is to turn about the intellect, so that you can then use it as a vehicle for seeing the nature of what is. Oh.
A few minutes ago, I thought you were going to say more than what you did. You were talking about the idea of the good and people having that experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you said that was somehow antithetical to that person grasping the good or the one.
Yes. Yes.
Why? Because it's not, you said because it's just the good or the one is not something to be experienced.
That's right. Not.
Then why does it exist?
Why does it exist?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to enter into the realm of metaphors. The nature of the good and the one, the only term for it is unlimited. Now, the influence, and what they often consider it like in literature, right, is that just as a candle, necessarily when lit, right, there is an outpouring of light, so in this metaphysical world, this outpouring of light is the luminosity. This is the good itself, or the one. Therefore, to shift gears in Plotinus, you can say that the vestibule of the good is beauty itself. The entranceway. And I have, there is a theory, which I don't hold, but though I pay attention to it and reflect upon it at times, there are some people who claim it is possible to go through that luminosity and go through it, as it were, into a pure experience of the good and the one by itself. But I only heard it from one person. I've never seen that idea any other place, except from this one person who claimed it for themselves.
Question? That intelligible participation in being, that being we're talking about is the luminosity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Okay. Thank you very much for letting me share it with you. I enjoy it. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.